Hi guys, this is my first time doing this. Okay, I think I should turn off the music here. Okay, this is my first time ever doing this. My 9-year-old daughter has told me that I should start a vlog. And excuse the filming because I'm totally blind. And I don't know if my camera is front facing or back facing or anything like that. So I'm just going to put my phone on its side and just whatever. Actually, I can't do that because the phone doesn't stay on its side. But anyway, this is my vlog, and I'm really nervous because I'm talking to potentially millions of people out there. But my name is Elli Swanson. I'm 35 years old, and I'm totally blind from SOD, which is septo-optic dysplasia, which means my optic nerves didn't develop right, and I have the absence of the septum pellucidum, which there's debate on what it actually does, but what I was told back in 1983 when I was born was that it controls behavior in the brain. And I've had bipolar disorder as well, and I'm on a whole bunch of meds for that. But anyway, my vlog will be about my views on life. Since I really have nothing to talk about what I do in life because I'm living with my mother and I have nothing to do. But anyway, I will talk about my views instead. And today, I've been moved to talk about my views on abortion. And my views on abortion are that abortion is murder, that it should be punished in the same way as murder is, because life begins at conception. Yes, it is a bunch of cells. The baby is a bunch of cells, but we are a bunch of cells. We are comprised of a whole bunch of cells in our body, and that's all we are. We are a bunch of cells that make up different organs that make up our bodies, that make up us. And I have seen a study that shows that in the 4th week of pregnancy, the fetus can start to feel pain. And I'm sorry, but you can't really tell that you're pregnant, except like in the first 4 weeks of pregnancy. You really can't tell that you're pregnant. There's no test that will tell you that you're pregnant. You have to skip a period before you can take a test. The lines aren't going to show up. So by the time you're aborting that fetus, you feel pain. That fetus has felt pain. And I'm sorry, but the way they abort the fetus is not humane at all. They take a vacuum cleaner, they go up there, and they suck it out of you. Well, not a real vacuum cleaner. There's a special tool, but it's pretty much called a vacuum cleaner. Some teenagers have a slang out there that says that you get hoovered when you get an abortion because, the Hoover vacuum cleaner, the whole thing. So I'm sorry, but when I was pregnant with my daughter, it was an emotional roller coaster. I was a wreck because of the meds that I was on for my bipolar, and my pregnancy hormones and everything were conflicting with each other. The only reason I didn't commit suicide during that time was because of the life inside me. She saved my life, and I am forever grateful to her for saving my life, because if it weren't for that, if it weren't for my views on abortion, I would have probably killed myself or tried to kill myself. But I didn't, because what if I survived, but she didn't? That guilt would have lived with me for the rest of my life. And I'm sorry, but I have read about women who have abortions who feel really guilty afterwards because they have killed their unborn child. I am a conservative Republican. Yes, I am totally blind. I am a woman, but I am conservative. My dad has taught me well. We watch Fox News together in the morning. We watch Fox Friends every morning. And we get, the day's news and we get the conservative view on it and everything. And I agree with it. I don't watch Fox News all day because that's just too much drama for me. But I am conservative and I have the conservative view on abortion. And I'm sorry. Yes, you were raped. If you're getting rid of your baby because you were raped, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry that happened to you. My pregnancy wasn't planned either. At least it wasn't planned thoroughly enough. We both wanted the baby, but we were not prepared for the baby. We were not prepared for her at all. And we made poor decisions at the time. That does not mean that Rihanna was a mistake. Rihanna was not the mistake, because obviously if she were a mistake, she would not be here. Having her, making the decision to have her, to get pregnant, making the decision to get pregnant was probably a bad decision on my part. But I wouldn't trade her for the world. My fiance actually suggested, my ex-fiance, I should say, we're not together anymore. He actually suggested that I get an abortion or take the pill to dissolve the fetus because I was such an emotional wreck. I was the worst emotional wreck in the entire world. I mean, I cried over nothing. I was crying over commercials. I was crying over Star Trek, for Pete's sake. Star Trek. Who cries over sci-fi stuff? Okay, but I was crying over it. I was crying over Star Trek. I was crying over everything. You said boo, and I would start crying. I was so depressed. I was so just a wreck. You would not have wanted to be around me when I was pregnant. But I chose not to abort her. I chose not to take the pill to dissolve her, because that was a living life inside of me. That little girl has been through so much. She has taught me so much about life and being a child, and she has taught me a whole lot about life. I would never have had that experience if I'd have aborted her. Right now, you're probably hearing squeaking sounds in the background. That's her upstairs playing her recorder. She's in 4th grade now, and she does have learning disabilities, but she's smart, and she's fun, and she's compassionate, and I am so amazed by her. I am so amazed that little amazing miracle came out of me. I mean, it is so hard to believe that such an amazing, beautiful, talented, intelligent little girl could have come out of me. But she did. And if I'd have aborted her, I would never have experienced that. I would never have experienced the amazement that I have every day to watch my almost 10-year-old little girl grow up and become a productive citizen in life. She, by the way, hates Donald Trump because he's a boy. She wanted Hillary Clinton because she's a girl, and she thinks that we should have a girl president. I totally agree with having a girl president, but not Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton would have been the worst thing possible for this country. But that's for another blog. My blog is on abortion and on the wonderful intelligence and talent of my baby girl. Now, if you subscribe to my channel, you will see that she's in a couple of my videos. I have posted songs that I have made up myself. I have also posted a couple of videos of her, and they are up on YouTube. They are up on this channel, Transformer Swan 1983, and she is the most beautiful, gorgeous person I could ever. Oh, shut up. I could never trade her for the world. I could never trade her for anything in this world. She takes care of me. I take care of her. She is the best thing that could have ever happened in this world.